Everyone thought demons only lived in darkness, hiding in shadows, crawling through nightmares, but no one ever imagined they could stand under bright stage lights, smiling, waving, adored by millions. The night Mira Han stepped onto the stage, the entire arena roared her name, thousands of glowing light sticks moving like a galaxy just for her. She smiled the way she had practiced for years, soft, perfect, untouchable. To the world, she was a K-pop star rising faster than anyone expected. But behind her eyes, there was something heavier, something ancient, something no fan could ever understand. Mira wasn't just an idol. She was a hunter. The music thundered through the speakers as she began to sing, her voice smooth and haunting, filling every corner of the stadium. Cameras followed her every move, capturing the shine of her outfit, the elegance of her dance, the illusion of perfection. But while her fans saw beauty, Mira saw something else entirely. She scanned the crowd carefully, her senses sharper than any normal human's. She wasn't looking for fans. She was looking for something hiding among them. Demons. Her family had taught her everything since she was a child, how to spot them, how to track them, how to destroy them. The Han family was not just rich, they were untouchable. They owned companies, controlled industries, and influenced governments. But their true power lived in secrets buried deeper than wealth. For generations, they had protected the world from creatures that fed on human fear, pain, and desire. At least, that's what Mira had always been told. As she moved across the stage, her eyes paused for just a second. A flicker. A distortion in the air near the front row. Anyone else would have missed it. But Mira felt it instantly, a presence, cold and hungry. Her heartbeat slowed, her training taking over. She kept singing, never breaking rhythm, but her mind shifted completely. A demon had slipped into her concert. It wasn't supposed to happen. Security from her family always surrounded her events. Invisible barriers. Hidden guards. Protective charms placed throughout the venue. Nothing was meant to get through. Yet something had. Her fingers tightened slightly as she reached the chorus, her voice rising higher, stronger. The crowd screamed louder, completely unaware of the danger inches away from them. Mira stepped closer to the edge of the stage, her gaze locking onto the exact spot where the presence lingered. It was faint, almost playful, as if the creature was enjoying the chaos it could create if it wanted. Then suddenly, everything changed. A girl jumped onto the stage. Gasps filled the arena as security froze for a split second, confused by how she had gotten past them. She didn't look like a fan chasing fame or attention. Her clothes were simple, worn out, almost out of place in such a glamorous setting. Her hair was slightly messy, her breathing uneven like she had run a long way. But her eyes were sharp, focused, burning with something Mira recognized immediately. Determination. Before anyone could react, the girl charged forward, swinging something in her hand. It looked like a crude weapon, handmade, nothing like the polished tools Mira had been trained with. And yet, when it cut through the air, Mira felt the shift instantly. The demon revealed itself. For a split second, the illusion broke. The air twisted, forming a shadow-like creature, its shape flickering between human and something far more terrifying. The audience couldn't see it, they only saw chaos, a crazy fan rushing the stage. But Mira saw everything. And so did the girl. Their eyes met for just a moment, and in that single second, Mira felt something she had never felt before. Shock. This girl, this poor, unknown, completely untrained girl, could see demons. The creature let out a silent scream as the girl's weapon struck it, pushing it back. Mira reacted instantly, dropping her microphone. The music cut off abruptly, confusion spreading through the arena. She moved faster than any camera could properly capture, her hand slipping into the hidden lining of her outfit, pulling out a sleek, concealed blade infused with energy only her family knew how to create. Together, without speaking, they attacked. The girl moved with raw instinct, unrefined but fearless. Mira moved with precision, years of training guiding every step. The contrast between them was clear, rich versus poor, polished versus rough, but in that moment, they were the same. Hunters. Within seconds, the demon shrieked and dissolved into nothing, erased completely. The air returned to normal. The illusion sealed itself again. To the audience, it looked like security had tackled an intruder. Panic slowly turned into confusion, then whispers. The show was abruptly paused. Staff rushed onto the stage. Guards surrounded the girl instantly, pulling her back, treating her like a threat. But Mira didn't move. She stood there, staring at the girl as she struggled against the guards, her eyes still burning with anger and something deeper, pain. "Wait," Mira said, her voice calm but firm. Everything stopped. Even the guards hesitated. Mira rarely interfered with security decisions. She stepped forward slowly, her gaze never leaving the girl's face. Up close, she could see the details she had missed before, faint scars on her hands, exhaustion hidden beneath strength, and a quiet loneliness that felt painfully familiar. "What's your name?" Mira asked softly. The girl didn't answer immediately. She looked at Mira like she was trying to decide something, like she was measuring whether the person standing in front of her was an enemy or not. Finally, she spoke. "Jinu." The name lingered in the air between them. Mira nodded slightly, then looked at the guards. "Let her go." They hesitated again, but no one disobeyed Mira Han. Slowly, they released Jinu, though they stayed close, ready to act if needed. Jinu didn't thank her. She didn't smile. Instead, she stepped back, her eyes scanning the stage as if making sure the demon was truly gone. Only then did she relax slightly, though the tension never fully left her body. "You saw it," Mira said quietly, so only Jinu could hear. Jinu's eyes snapped back to hers. "Of course I did." Mira felt a strange mix of emotions, relief, curiosity, and something she couldn't quite name. For the first time in her life, she wasn't alone in what she could see. "How?" Mira asked. Jinu's expression hardened. "Same way people like you pretend not to." That answer hit differently than Mira expected. There was accusation in it. Anger. Not just at demons, but at her. Before Mira could respond, Jinu turned and walked off the stage, ignoring the chaos she had caused. No security stopped her this time. It was as if the moment had already decided its outcome. Mira watched